everybody, and welcome to episode 31 of Queens of the Ring. I'm Sarah, your host, and next to me is my awesome, funny, and biggest AJ Styles fan ever co host, Denise. See, that got you to smile. See, that made you smile.
Still,
Oh, Wesley, so sweet. I know. Like I said, you were the first person I thought of. I just was like,
I
oh
think
no. I'm like,
everybody who knows me, who watched
I
it,
was just,
that happened. I'm sure everybody else I was the first person
oh
they
my
thought.
god. I think all collectively as a community, as a wrestling community, we were all shaking our heads like, WTF are you guys doing? Like,
Yeah,
like I said, my words were, WTF did I just watch? What did I just watch?
yeah.
Oh, Jeffrey, how are you doing? And Wesley, thank you for being here, guys. Appreciate it so much. Um, yeah, it's been hard. Let me get the obligatory intro out of the way. So, Queens of the Ring is exclusive to the Hardcore Sports Network as well as Stream Punk Entertainment. So, please like the stream. Go ahead and follow Stream Punk on YouTube and all other social media platforms, please. And thank you. So, there, now the obligatory intros out of the way. Yeah, yeah, I know. That's why I was like, she's the biggest AJ Styles fan I've ever heard of. So I'm like, come on, Denise.
I mean, like, what adult cries when their favorite loses? This one does. Like, that's what I was like. That's
Well,
what
I
I
think a
like.
lot of people do.
Like, that's what I like say to people is like, yeah, they're huge fans and everything, but it's just like people say like I get it and everything, but I don't think people understand the depth of what like he means to me. That's just it. So it's just like when they treat him like crap, like it
Oh
physically
yeah.
hurts. And here I am right now trying not to cry because of it. It's so hard. But
Well, and it feels like when they treat him like that, it almost in a way feels like they're treating you like that.
exactly. And it's just like, why are you? I know AJ is okay with it because of where he's at in his career, but his fans aren't. Like, his fans are literally have been going through hell for the past year and a half. This is very true, Jeffrey. I was ecstatic when he RKO Joe Hendry twice. So I don't. Is she frozen for you too?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was getting loading spoolies. I couldn't hear a lot. I couldn't hear a lot of it. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, you guys, if you can hear me, I'm loading the white swirly things that are loading. I'm so
All
sorry.
good. Well, guys, I can't turn my camera on for this
No,
show.
it just, ugh. Nope, Mitch can't because he lost the bet. So,
I did not lose a bet. It was a
actually,
goal.
it wasn't a bet. It was our goal. It was our like goal. So, because we met our goal of likes for the last week's show, Mitch has to have Orange Cassidy up the entire stream as his picture. Otherwise, I told him, he's like, "Do I have to have it up the whole time?" I said, "Otherwise, if you want to be on screen, you have to have Orange Cassidy as your background. Either way, we need to see Orange Cassidy the entire time." And he just went and turned his screen on like how it is now. Sorry, y'all. I'm still a little bit sick. So, oh my God. It was just really funny. It was just really funny. That's right. Mitch's bestie is Orange Cassidy. That is correct. It's his brother from another mother.
You guys know this was my idea, right? This one was actually mine.
Hey, okay.
Okay.
Mitch Cassidy, you look better.
All
I
right.
love the hat. up. That's like that's like my favorite part. It's just like the halfway thumbs up. I think it's funny. It's just the lazy thumbs up it just cracks me up. Um, and Jeffrey, I could not believe who it was because like Mitch and I were like going back and forth, like, who do you think it's going to be? He thought Rusev. I wasn't sure. I was like, God, I hope it's Nick Aldis. That would be flippin' epic. That would be so cool. There's no reason, like physical reason, why Nick Aldis isn't wrestling. So when we first saw the doors open up from his like stature, like from his body shape, and like you could kind of see, his body stance and like muscly and stuff like that. I and the length of the hair, I thought it was Nick Aldis because you could just see the silhouette. And I'm like, oh my God, they did it. It's freaking Nick Aldis. This is amazing. All of a sudden, Joe Hendry's music hit. I popped so loud. I made my cat jump. Like I scared the shit out of my cat because I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe they did it. I know, Denise, you weren't excited about it because you don't care for Joe Hendry.
Oh
but
no.
I could not believe that they actually did that. That was crazy.
I was actually in the bathroom, I think when Randy came out, and or no, I think I went to the bathroom like after Randy came out, but before Joe came out. And like when I opened the door to the bathroom, people were like, who is that? And I turned and I looked and I was just like, oh my God, are you kidding me right now? No. Wow.
I don't think anybody.
I was like, this is not happening right now. Like, why?
I was like, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card for 2025 that Joe Hendry was going to be at WrestleMania. That was so crazy to me.
I just appreciated seeing Randy RKO him twice. That was
so it was so funny. And I love how he spun around and did his thing and then did his arm thing. That made I got the biggest kick out of that. It was really funny.
Oh, absolutely.
But the fact that they got him 2 weeks before Mania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I was happy. I was allowed to clap for a change.
A match in 2 weeks.
Go away, Mitch.
Like, it's pretty impressive. And I don't think he looked bad either.
I was not even paying attention. I honestly was not even paying attention.
I don't think he looked bad either. So I thought he did a good job in the match. I don't think it was too short. It was a lot of people were saying how short the match was. I think it was perfect considering it was his first Mania. And I'm sorry, but any outsider coming in, you're not going to beat Randy Orton. Or at least you shouldn't be beating Randy Orton. So he absolutely should have won that match, and I'm glad they went with that. But it's like no matter who they would have gotten to come in, I don't think they would have won anyway. But oh, that's cool. I don't know if that's true or not. So did you guys see that? I don't know if it was true or if it was fake or if it was a combination of the two. But did you see Karrion Kross go on that Raw Talk that morning show that Sam Roberts does? He and Scarlett showed up on that show yesterday, and Karrion Kross went off.
I saw
that. He went off. Okay, he went off. He goes, Randy and I actually asked for me to be his opponent. And he's like, I suggested it, took it to Randy. Randy liked the idea. Randy and I both went and asked, and he's like, it got shot down. So I don't know how much of that is true or not. But I thought that would have,
said, that's because you suck, you piece of shit. Fuck you, bastard. He cost my man his match.
I don't know why.
Shut up.
I don't understand why they had him be involved in that capacity to like cause a distraction for AJ. What? So now you guys are building up to a AJ Styles Karrion Kross feud?
Yeah, I think that is what it is. I was talking to one of my friends and he gave me his insight on it.
Okay.
And I can see exactly where he's coming from with it. It does make sense. I think they are going to go along with the AJ Cross feud, at least for the time being. Like, wait, hold on. I had pulled up. What exactly did he say? Let me.
I mean, let me put it to you this way: I'd rather see him in a feud with Karrion Kross than stupid Logan Paul.
Yeah, this is true, but still. He said it's setting up for a really
Chad.
good story for AJ to get pushed again. And with all the people to wrestle at WrestleMania, like why Logan, he's like, that's exactly why they did it. Cross is gonna corrupt AJ, and AJ's gonna go on a tear. And then he said, unfortunately, the loss in the story doesn't mean much against anyone but Logan Paul because he's not an indie guy and he's everything AJ isn't, and vice versa. He thinks it's setting up for Cross to double cross AJ, but it moves both of them up the card and everything. And then he's pretty sure what's going to happen is that he said, I honestly don't like the fact that they're doing a story where AJ Styles loses to Logan Paul, but if the payoff is that the king of the indies gets to destroy the YouTuber, then it's worth the frustration, and I honestly believe that's what's going to happen. And everything.
The king of the indies. Who's that?
AJ.
Oh, so like this is gonna come back around to him having another match with Logan Paul then?
And then AJ beats him. I don't know how it's
Okay.
gonna all turn out and everything, but he thinks it's gonna help push AJ with what they're having done and everything.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Because I thought like the King of the Indies, I've heard people refer to what the frick is his name? Chelsea Green's husband, Matt Cardona.
Oh, okay.
I've heard people refer to Matt Cardona as that. So that's why I was like, Matt Cardona? Like he's coming back?
Don't got nothing on AJ.
Yeah. I just was like, I was very, very disappointed. Like I said, my reaction was, what the F did I just watch? What the F was that crap?
Yeah, no, like literally after the third, I was like this.
It was BS.
Started crying.
I texted Mitch. Mitch first texted me, goes, poor Denise. I'm like, I know. I said, this is BS.
How about
that?
this?
I am not happy.
I'm not happy about this. Everyone's tagging me in pictures of Orange Cassidy now.
Good.
Come on, guys. We gotta if we meet our like goal this week, we'll make Mitch do another thing Orange Cassidy related. We just haven't thought of it yet, but we'll come up with something, I promise.
1 week?
Nope.
Well, next week, remember, Sarah, the people from Over the Top, the girls from Over the Top Ropes Network is going to be on. Black Hearts Angels are going to be on.
Oh, that's next week already?
That's next week, yeah. So I can be on, and then you guys can still troll me. So.
Okay, well, we'll have to see, because I'm like, that's going to be a lot of people.
No. I'm going to talk to them tomorrow. I'm talking to them tomorrow.
Okay, I'm like, they have a lot of people, man. They have a lot of people.
That's why I'm like, I'm
going
to talk to him
but I'm
and
like,
just see if we could just have like,
I'm like,
two.
Having 7 people on screen is going to be freaking crazy.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk to him.
Oh, yeah. And I agree, Wesley. Oh, God. I almost said a combination of Jeffrey, Wesley, and wrestling. Oh, my God. So Jeffrey, I agree. I think he's a good wrestler. However, don't sit there and tell me you're full time when you barely make appearances on Raw, on the show you're supposed to be a part of. I don't agree with that at all. And it's like, why are you not on the show every week? Even not even wrestling every week. Why aren't you just at least making an appearance every week? Even if it's in a backstage segment or something, why are you not even doing that? Like, that's crazy to me.
Because he's
So-
entitled
Yeah, apparently.
and he can go fuck himself and then go to hell.
It's kind of,
Don't like him at all.
it's
I
just
don't-
crazy.
Oh, I just hate
It's
it.
just crazy. I just, yeah, I didn't, that doesn't make sense to me. It's like he claims to be, oh, he signed a full-time contract. Oh, okay, cool. Great. Well, where the hell is he? Because he barely interacted with AJ Styles, like, at all on the road to WrestleMania. So where the F have you been? Because it's not like you're out doing promotions. It's not like you're out promoting WrestleMania.
Oh, no, he's
Like-
too good for promotions. Come on now, Sarah.
Apparently, I was like, what the heck are we watching here? So yeah, I have a lot of gripes about WrestleMania. Oh, they said like when he went from, I believe it was whenever he signed, like re-signed his contract. Oh yeah, he's got a full-time contract now, and he's full-time wrestler. I'm like, okay, that's news to me. Then maybe he needs to drop the U.S. title then, because he's a part-timer with a title. No part-timer should have a title.
Yep.
Whether it's Logan Paul, Roman Reigns, I don't effing care who you are. No. And then that's when I kept hearing all over social media or reading all over social media, it was he signed a full-time contract, and they confirmed that on WWE. It was on, I believe, on Raw or SmackDown. They confirmed he re-signed, and it was a full-time wrestling contract that he signed. Well, where are you? Because you're not there full-time. So
Thank God, though. Thank God, because I bashed my TV screen.
yeah, I was just like, oh my God. But yeah, so, and I thought, generally speaking,
All right, Wesley,
know-
you've gone too far here. Hey,
Huh?
Orange Cassidy, Wesley tweeted this out. Hey, Orange Cassidy, your bestie Mitch wants to meet you. He's your biggest fan. That's a little too far there.
Oh, no, not at all.
No, it's not. I think that's hilarious. And I know this is probably not going to be the popular opinion. I already said this to Mitch and Denise backstage beforehand, but I thought Raw last night was better than WrestleMania, period. I had more fun with that Raw and was more entertained by that 3-hour Raw than I was both nights of WrestleMania. Again, I said there were some bright spots here and there. I thought that Jacob Fatu winning the U.S. title from LA Knight, I thought that it was absolutely the right call. Did not care for Dominic Mysterio winning the Intercontinental Championship. I'm sorry. Like, just no. I thought that, I'm trying to think what else we got, what other matches we got on night one. Like, the big bright spot, of course, was the main event. Like, I thought the whole night was kind of lackluster. And we get to the main event. I'm like, okay, now I'm entertained by. Like, this I can jive with this. Especially with Paul Heyman's double betrayal at the end and siding with Seth Rollins. I'm like, now this is adding intrigue to this. This is cool. Like, this is definitely moving things in a good forward direction. So this I'm cool with. And then it was like it started all over again night 2. I'm like, what the F? The whole build to WrestleMania, I thought, felt very lackluster. WrestleMania itself overall felt very lackluster. A couple bright spots here and there. Otherwise, I was like, I'm not very impressed by this. And I'm so glad I did not spend money on tickets, those very expensive tickets to go there. because like I told Mitch and Denise this backstage, like I was looking at tickets to go because I'm like, well, if I'm gonna fork over the dough, I'm gonna get good seats. Well, for floor seats, second row was $10,000 per ticket. So just for my husband and I to go, it would have been $20,000 just for WrestleMania tickets, not including airfare, hotel, food, and any kind of spending money. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to spend a year's wages or almost a year's wages just to go to WrestleMania. That's stupid.
Yeah,
It's absolutely stupid.
yeah.
You're right, Jeffrey. Thank you for that reminder. So I thought Naomi and Jade had a good match. I still felt like Naomi carried her a bit in that match. I don't think Jade should have won. I think Naomi should have won. Most definitely Naomi should have won. Yeah, I don't think the story is over either, but Jade kept getting one over on, and this is how I feel generally speaking. Jade kept getting one over on Naomi, relatively speaking, like ever since she came back at Elimination Chamber throughout their entire road to WrestleMania. Jade kept having the upper hand over Naomi. So I'm like, Naomi, she should be winning at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's another
especially
match.
If you really especially if you want this new heel persona of hers to really stick. You got to make the landing stick, which would have been her winning their match at WrestleMania, and she didn't. And I was disappointed with that. I don't think Jade has enough. I just don't think she's got enough wrestling skills in the ring yet to successfully carry a match like that. I think Naomi carried a lot of that match. They had some very good spots and everything, but I felt like Naomi carried that match.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So I do think that Naomi most definitely should have won that match. And I don't like the fact that she didn't, because now she looks like an even bigger fool. Because she lost at WrestleMania. I think she should have won. I was halfway like waiting for those two girls from that you had talked about, Jeffrey. I was halfway waiting for them to like pop out somewhere somehow. I don't know, like attack Jade on the way down to the ring or come up, appear at ringside and pop up and start, interfering or whatnot. I was really hoping for that, but I'm wondering if Naomi losing at WrestleMania will be the catalyst for that to happen, where she's now getting kind of like gathering a group so she can have a group. So, oh boy, Naughty Blaze. Yep, Mitchell Cassidy. So, yeah, it's that match I was okay with. I did not like that ending though. I was not happy. Meta Girls, that's what they're called. Thank you, Jeffrey. I always forget what their group is called. But yeah, I'm wondering about that. But yeah, I don't know, like I just felt like I said, I just felt like WrestleMania was very lackluster. The build was very lackluster and just kind of a bummer this year. It didn't feel like by the time WrestleMania weekend came up, I'm like, oh, it's WrestleMania this weekend. I'm like, yeah. I totally forgot.
Yeah, I mean, like I was excited for it because I'm like, it's WrestleMania. Who doesn't get excited for WrestleMania? Yeah. And then like I just started watching it, and I was like, honestly, I mean, both nights I was bored. I mean, if like I was with having like my coworkers over, my coworkers are what kept me entertained.
Oh, sure.
Especially like some of their comments and questions and everything. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't with y'all right now.
See, but I like that because it gives us as people who watch wrestling, it gives us an opportunity to not just educate people, like especially if they've got questions like, what is that move called? Or what's the story with this person? It gives us a chance to educate and inform people and hopefully get them like up to speed with what's going on so they can enjoy what they're watching as well.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, I mean, like when Jimmy came out to congratulate Jay, Steven, he's like, oh, this is like really sus and everything. And I was like, he's not gonna attack his brother. He's coming out to congratulate him. You're out of your mind.
You know what was really funny though? Because of the way he was dressed and the way he was just standing there, I'm like, Jimmy better not grab that belt and plop Jay over the head with it. He better not even think about it. Because I thought he would have been like maybe trying to do something because of that beatdown he got from Gunther
Oh
on
yeah.
Raw. So I'm like, Jimmy better not do anything against Jay. And I was really glad he didn't. But though, like, he was dressed in like the black sweatshirt jacket and the black pants, like, you know how somebody when they try to be sneaky coming out to ringside with their hood up, like that's what they're dressed in: black pants, black shoes, black hoodie. Like
Yeah.
that's what they're dressed in. So I'm like, oh, Jimmy better not do something against Jay because that would not be cool. So I'm really glad he didn't. Yeah, I was very happy that Jay won. I was very surprised though with how quickly Gunther tapped. It just seemed like,
yes. I was even surprised that he tapped out at all.
well, it was weird because I'm like, I felt like Jay just got his arm around Gunther's neck, and then he was tapping out right away. I'm like, what is he doing? It seemed like it was way too fast. It looked very odd to me, is what I'm saying. It just looked very, very odd. But maybe it's because he didn't want to pass out, and that's why he was tapping out rather than letting himself get passed out from that. Well, yeah, I'm like, maybe because he didn't want to pass out. That's why he was tapping, so Jay would let him go before he could pass out. Is what I meant. So, oh, Ron Jeremy, oh boy, do I want to know? Yeah, I think the definitely those Uso splashes did take a toll on Gunther. But yeah, and I think him perhaps his reaction, Gunther's actions last night on Raw maybe stemmed from what happened, the fact that he lost to Jay at WrestleMania, and he's just mad at everybody about it. He's mad at the world. He's mad definitely at Michael Cole and Pat McAfee because they support Jey Uso. They're always yeeting and all of that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
we've already kind of talked about part of like our topics, guys. So just in case if y'all want to know why the topics aren't at the bottom, because we've kind of already been talking about it. It's just kind of like a recap of WrestleMania and all of that. So which we've been talking about, but
why
Yeah.
Jeffrey? Because he's a sore loser. That's why.
He's mad because A, he lost, and he targeted Pat and Michael Cole because they support Jay. They're always out there yeeting and having a good time and all of that. And I couldn't believe, like, I was getting freaked out though last night. Like, I had to kind of look away. I mean, Pat's face was turning purple.
Yeah.
So that was real. So I don't know, was that planned? Like, was that planned? And Pat said, do it. If you're going to do it for real and make me pass the F out. Or did Gunther really snap? Like, I don't know.
I think he snapped because I just don't, with the way like Pat's guys and even like the officials were coming out.
Okay, so those were Pat's guys that the officials
I
were
didn't
other
know
people.
either until I watched. Yeah, because I was like, who are they? I was like, why are they even going into the training room?
Who are these people? Yeah.
When I watched it, because I didn't start Raw from the beginning. When I started it, it was like during the women's tag match, and it wouldn't let me go all the way back to the beginning, so I had to wait. And then when I started rewatching it, I was like, oh, okay, those are who those guys are. They're from the Pat McAfee show and everything. But it's just like always when like officials come out and everything, that's when it's like going overboard. like when they try to stop it. If you never see an official come out to interfere, it's supposed to happen. But I think Gunther went like way too far with it because they had so many people coming. Like they were even trying to hold back Pat's guys from going after Gunther. So I don't think, I think Gunther went too far. And that's why the officials came out and everything.
Okay, because I didn't know who those other guys were. I'm like, wait, why are all the officials going over there? They're supposed to be getting Gunther off of Pat McAfee. I'm like, what the F are they doing?
Yeah.
And then I saw like the camera kind of panned over a little bit or went to like a wider shot. And I'm like, well, who the hell are these people? I'm like, what are they doing? I'm like, I didn't realize they were from Pat's show. I thought they were like people from the crowd.
Yeah.
Like just regular fans trying to come and help Pat. Yeah. So I thought they were just regular fans trying to come out from the crowd to help Pat. And that's why they were, pushing them back so hard is because they were like real fans, trying to get involved in something fans shouldn't be involved in. So, and absolutely, like Michael Cole, like that was, like I said, that scared me last night. It kind of gave me flashbacks to something bad that I've dealt with in the past. So I'm like, okay, I can't watch this. When Pat's face started, like I said, it was red. And then to me, it looked like it was kind of starting to turn purple. I'm like, okay, this isn't good. I'm like, I can't watch this. So I just kind of was listening, but because I was laying in bed sick, watching it on my phone. So I just kind of put my phone down. I was laying in bed, like I said, I just put my phone down, face down on my chest. I'm like, I'm just gonna listen for right now because this is getting a little freaky, freaky for me.
I mean, so, like, I've even said, I mean, I was probably half joking when I said it, and I was like, I'm trying to think if I said it on one of the streams, but I know I said it to like my coworkers, and if I was at WrestleMania, like I would have happily have gone to jail for AJ because my ass would have jumped that barricade and I would have gone after Logan myself. Like I would have happily gone to jail for AJ for that.
Oh yeah. So imagine how
I mean, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So I mean, imagine how Pat's friends felt when they saw him and all he was doing was defending Michael Cole. Like, I'm sorry, that's crazy. That's craziness.
What can I say? Outside of friends and family, that man is my life. I can't help it. That's how dedicated I am to him. I would proudly and happily go to jail for him if it meant defending him. I really would.
And like I said, as a whole, I thought Raw
was better than WrestleMania. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely better than WrestleMania. So we had that happen on Raw. And how about that John Cena promo where Cena's talking and all of a sudden behind him you see Randy Orton just happened to kind of rise up in the back.
You wouldn't bail me out, Mitch. Sarah will bail me out then.
I would.
Yes, I will.
I would.
You didn't.
Would I have to do it as Orange Cassidy though? I feel like you would have me do that as him.
Didn't sound too convincing.
No, we'd have to pool our pennies together and bail Denise out. We wouldn't let Denise stay in jail. No. Besides, I'm sure they have bail bondsmen in Vegas, so it would have been fine.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It would have been fine. You would have been fine, Denise. And then we would have gone out. Then we would have gone out and gotten like all you can eat breakfast or something afterwards.
Hell yeah.
So.
And they would have had their sunglasses there.
Oh well.
Yeah, pinch our pennies. We had to have to pool our pennies together, pinch our pennies together.
We would have to go into the wishing well.
Right. Get out the change jar, everybody. Get out the change jar.
I feel like, in the movie Toy Story with that piggy bank.
Pam?
Oh, yeah.
Pam, yeah, I forgot the name. Yeah.
Pammy.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was totally
Aw.
be worth it. But
Yep.
no, yeah, I agree with you, Sarah. I was just like, well, I didn't even with that happening at the beginning of Raw. Like I said, I didn't see that, but I saw that Randy had put out a tweet, and I was like, okay, what did he say? And when I pulled it up and I saw, I was like, no, spoil. I was like, but oh my god, it happened. And then when I went back, I was like, yes, that was amazing.
And then then after scaring my cat on Sunday with screaming because Joe Hendry was the mystery person to go against Orton, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be, if something happens. Well, I had it in the back of my mind. So when Orton all of a sudden slow rose up behind Cena, I started kicking my legs. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm like, it's happening. It's happening. We're actually getting Randy Orton and John Cena feud. Oh my God. Oh my God. Scared the crap out of my cat. She almost fell off the end of the bed onto her stairs that she climbs to come up on the bed. I was like, oh my God, my cat's name is Lola. I'm like, Lola, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. And she's just like giving me resting Lola face. She was not happy. She was not happy with me last night, but I was losing my shit last night. I am so excited that we're going to get Randy Orton versus John Cena, a feud with them. I'm so, so, so excited. And I hope it doesn't end just at Backlash, because Backlash is in 2 weeks?
Yep.
I hope it's longer than a 2-week feud. Come on now.
I know.
I really hope that if they
title off him at the end, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, most definitely. I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean, and then another question, I heard a lot of people griping about the fact that Cody wasn't at Raw last night. Well, why would Cody
be there? Yeah.
Right.
I wasn't surprised.
No, actually, Jeffrey, it's funny. My cat, she knows when my alarm clock goes off in the morning to get ready for work. So she will be at the end of the bed. So I think I've said this before. She has a bed in our spare bedroom, and we have a queen bed in there. So she's got a big puffy memory foam fancy cat bed in there that she sleeps on. But most of the time when I'm like laying in bed watching TV, I've got a fleece blanket that I've folded up and I have at the end of the bed for her to lay on our bed in the main bedroom. And she will be sitting there. She knows when my alarm goes off on my phone in the morning to get ready for work. When I get up, my alarm goes off. She's already sitting at the end of the bed at 6:30 in the morning wanting me to feed her.
Like, you can't
at 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, are you serious right now? I'm like, I literally just opened my eyes, and if I don't move fast enough, then she comes up and sits or will lay next to me or sit next to me, and she does the thing where she kind of spreads her little toes a little and gently claws me with her nails, not to hurt, but to like grab my hand and kind of pull it towards her. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
I would have pushed her off the bed. I was like, nah.
Oh my God. She is ridiculous. She is ridiculous. My cat is so spoiled. She is ridiculous. Oh my God, it's crazy.
I know what you mean. I had Lily do that to me. Like, she would start whining and barking, and I was like, okay, I'm up. I know you need to go potty.
Right. Yeah, Cats, like I said, she was all up on me this weekend, like I said, with being sick and stuff. She was all up in my business all weekend. Like, they can tell, animals can tell when their humans don't feel good.
Oh, yeah.
So she was all up in my business all weekend, keeping me company while I was trying to be entertained laying in bed watching WrestleMania on my phone, because I was like, I just did not have the strength or the energy to even sit up. I was like, screw this. So, yeah, that's another thing. Okay. Who was it that said it before? Somebody said it before Jeffrey.
Was it
going up here? Lady Mike Rose.
I think it was.
Yep. I was so happy that Rusev showed up last night. I screamed about it. I was pumped. So that's who when Mitch and I were talking about it, that's who Mitch thought was going to be Randy Orton's opponent at WrestleMania. He
Yeah.
thought it was Rusev. I was hoping and thinking it was going to be Nick Aldis. I'm like, maybe they'll give us a swerve and it really will be Nick Aldis. But Mitch did think it was Rusev, and I was so happy to see him come out last night. But why would they have him come out during the tag match? That was
I
kind
know.
of weird.
Just to barrel
was-
through the New Day and Alpha Academy. What? Or no, they didn't
Yeah.
even New Day.
He didn't even touch. Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't even touch New Day. The cowards that they are, they bailed out of the ring before Rusev even barely got an arm up into the ring. But yeah, Rusev, he looks the same as he did when he was in AEW. So yeah. He's definitely he's totally jacked. But yeah, I was so happy that he was there. Did you hear the people yelling Rusev Day, Rusev Day?
Yeah.
I thought that was so funny. Oh my gosh, that made me smile because I'm like, oh, and I wonder if we're gonna see his wife. I wonder if if they signed her too.
I thought they separated.
Well, there was reports that they were getting a divorce, but I guess now they reconciled.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw the picture that she
So I
had
guess
posted with them, and I was
they
like,
reconciled. Yeah.
I thought that they got divorced.
I wasn't sure. Yeah, they did. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Okay.
Yeah, they got back together. They did reconcile. So I wasn't sure if they were going to if they signed CJ Perry too, and she would resume her role as Lana, because I thought that, that would be pretty cool to see both of them again. But if they only signed Rusev, whatever, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it still would be really cool to see them together again. But yeah, that was another really great thing that happened on Raw last night, was Rusev coming out, and it's like, oh, okay, the surprises are coming now. Now we had, Randy Orton come out against John Cena. We had and then we had the ladies tag match with Becky Lynch's heel turn against Lyra Valkyria. So I was just like, oh, okay, all right. Oh, geez. Oh my God, Blaze. But my question is, so why did they have to win at WrestleMania? Why couldn't Becky have turned heel against Lyra at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why couldn't that have been the case? Because I think it was pretty stupid to have Lyra and Becky win the titles just to lose them the next night. I just thought that was really dumb. But whatever it is, like I said, I was just overall not very impressed or happy with WrestleMania this year. I thought it was not very good at all. So that was another thing. It just didn't make sense to me. But hey, we got a heel turn from Becky Lynch. So I was not expecting that. But I thought it was also very interesting that both her and Seth Rollins are now heels.
Yeah.
So very interesting. Speaking of Seth Rollins, our next topic is Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman teaming up. I did not see that coming with Bron Breakker last night.
Yeah, me neither. I'm like,
I did completely forget about the previous interactions that Paul Heyman had with Bron Breakker. And I know I did say a while ago that it would be really cool if Paul Heyman would be Bron Breakker's manager, but it's not like he needs a spokesman or something like that. Bron Breakker can do promos just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lady Mike Rose, they've been doing vignettes for a few weeks now. And the vignette from last week, Friday, said 4/25/25. So this Friday, it's looking like Aleister Black, or Malachi Black, as he was known in AEW, will be there. So we'll see what happens. And it makes sense he's on SmackDown because he is married to Zelina Vega. So it makes sense. They keep on them. I think that's awesome. They do that. They keep the couples on the same shows. so they work the same nights and everything. So it makes sense that he's on SmackDown, but I wonder if he's going to have something to do with the Wyatt Six, because if memory serves, when I was watching something, I believe it was on YouTube, somebody slowed down his promo, or that promo, that video they put out for him on SmackDown last week. And I swear to goodness, in one of the frames, it looks like Uncle Howdy is in one of the pictures. So I don't know if they're going to have him be part of the Wyatt Six.
Okay.
But I don't know. I honestly don't know how that's going to play out. But I don't care. I'm excited to have him back nonetheless. Just excited to have him back. Hopefully, and I not hopefully, but I do think things are going to go better for him this time now that Triple H is, really the one in charge. And he was he was always close with Triple H. He was one of those Triple H guys. It was more Vince McMahon couldn't appreciate. Really couldn't appreciate him. So yes, and you're right, Jeffrey. They did tease on NXT with Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker. So I know I mentioned that a while back on Queens of the Ring. But yeah, I don't think he needs him. I don't think Braun Breaker needs a mouthpiece. He can do promos just fine. But I was not expecting him to team up with Seth Rollins. But I love it. I am here for it. And I think it's cool, and I'm excited to see where they go from here.
Yeah, it's interesting because I just wasn't expecting it. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I was just like, who the heck is this? I thought maybe it was like an NXT person, like a call up from NXT.
Yeah.
Once I saw that spear, though, I was like, that's Braun Breaker. I was like, wait, what? And then he pulled the hood. I'm like, it can't be Braun Breaker. And I'm like, no. Yes, and then he pulled the hood down. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I'm okay with it. I was watching a live stream last night, and some of these people in the chat, they were just being total idiots. They were just like, oh, imagine if, this group, if it's like the new Shield and they get Omos to be a part of the group. I'm like, why the fuck would Omos be part of this group? That man hasn't been seen in months, and he can't wrestle worth a shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. You're going to put somebody like Omos in a group with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker? Highly freaking doubtful. Like,
yep.
Quit talking out of your ass.
I'll keep saying it. The only time he was ever relevant was when he was teamed with AJ. And that's even that. Yeah. That's being nice because he didn't do shit but really play AJ's bodyguard. That was pretty much
he didn't do anything. I'm like, okay, why is this guy signed to a wrestling company when he doesn't wrestle? Like, it's really stupid.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So it would explain then why Braun lost his title, is because he's going to be a part of this, part of this faction with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. I'm excited to see it. I still don't think Dominic Mysterio should have been the one to win the title. No. Just, I'm sorry. I don't feel that he should have.
Agreed.
Oh, Jeffrey said someone showed up on NXT who was at WrestleMania. Randy?
I guess we'll see. I'm going to watch it when we're done with Queens.
Oh, wait. Chad, don't read the chat. Chad spoiled it.
I'm glad I didn't look. I won't look.
Don't look at Chad's comment because he's going to spoil who it is. But
don't pull it up, Mitch. I know you're smart enough not to.
Yeah.
Well, what are you talking about?
I'm just telling you that I'm just telling you right now you're not going to like who it is.
Oh boy.
Wait, I'm not going to like it?
No, Denise.
Oh.
Let me. Here. I made a big screen so I can't see the comments. There
you go. There you go.
I got to turn on NXT.
But you know what? I don't mind because it doesn't bother me any. Yeah, like I said, and I can't watch NXT until tomorrow because my television provider doesn't have CW, so I have to watch it on the app the next day. So that's why we don't like NXT spoilers, is because we know what happens, and we can't watch it live.
Yep.
so we always have to watch it either after we're done here or like me, I have to watch it the next day. But yeah, I mean, I just am really excited to see what they do with Braun Breaker and Seth
I know.
Rollins. You know, are they going to get a third person? Are they going to wait a little bit? I thank you, Jeffrey. You're
We
so great.
appreciate it.
Thank you. But yeah, I wonder, are they going to get a third person at all, or are they going to get a third person, but it's going to be a little bit? It would make sense if perhaps, because this time of year, isn't this when they usually do like the draft? So
Yeah.
I betcha if they're gonna, and I did hear they were planning. Last I heard, they were planning on doing the draft. I just don't recall when they're doing it. So I could see them waiting until perhaps after the draft to do it. And you're right, Jeffrey. What if it's Becky? What if Becky Lynch joins them? That would be bad. That would be badass. We could start calling her Badass Bex.
I think you want to know who I think? Denise is against this.
No.
I think it's Austin Theory.
Why?
People are just making up this thing that it's going to be Evolution 2.0, and I said absolutely not.
Alexander, no, you're completely wrong. I'm held against my will with
No,
this.
Alexander, you are completely right.
No.
Yes.
No.
What
Yes.
Austin Theory? That's no. Why is my
God, Sarah, change that here.
Why is my picture changed too? What the frick?
There we go. There we go. That's better.
That's more like it.
Can I change mine now?
No.
No, this is your punishment for us hitting
It's not
our
a
goal of
punishment. That's
likes.
the thing. Everyone thinks it's a punishment when it's not.
It's a punishment for you, not for
It's a
us.
punishment for you for us hitting our goal of likes. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be. Who did you say, Mitch? Austin Theory? I can't foresee that. Why Austin Theory? God, he's so irrelevant.
He looks like a young Randy Orton.
No, he absolutely does not. Do
does
not insult
not.
Randy Orton like that again. For the
He
love of all that's
does
freaking holy.
not.
Oh, I think I'm getting punished for that one now.
He does not look like young Randy Orton. I'm sorry. And just because even if they do make another form of like evolution or whatever, it doesn't have to be like, oh, we put people in the group that look like the previous members. That's silly.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, not Austin Theory. I'm sorry. He's so irrelevant. I mean, how long has it been since we've seen him and Grayson Waller? It's been weeks and weeks since we've seen him and Grayson Waller on SmackDown. And plus, he's on SmackDown.
There is no brand split. Let's be honest. There is no brand split.
What do you mean?
Everyone can show up at any given time.
Well, there were people bitching about that this weekend, but they always do that over WrestleMania weekend, where there's crossover of WrestleMania weekend. That always happens. So the brand split is not going to be. Yeah, Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker. I think it would be cool if they did like the old Paul Heyman guys in Punk and Roman versus the new Paul Heyman guys of Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. Because you're still continuing the feud between Punk and Rollins and Punk and Roman. You're still continuing that feud, but you're adding Braun Breaker to the mix, and I think that's awesome for him. They're strapping a rocket to him, and I can't say I disagree with it because he is amazing. He was amazing in NXT, and he's been doing really good on the main roster. Hasn't had much to sink his teeth into, but I think we're going to obviously be seeing that change now that he's been teamed up with Rollins and Paul Heyman, which I'm excited about. I think it's cool.
I'm just still trying to wrap my head around Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins.
It still is weird.
It is.
It is weird, but I don't understand. So I understand him turning on Roman after Roman shoved him down and the way he treated him on Raw last week. That I get, but I don't understand why betray Punk.
Yeah.
That's very strange to me.
Yeah,
I don't
we
think
need
it
4 more
affects
likes, guys.
their
4 more.
What?
4 more likes. 4 more.
Till
15.
okay.
till we meet our like goal. We need 4 more likes, guys, so then we can make
Mitchell
can make
Cassidy.
we can make Mitchell Cassidy do another embarrassing Orange Cassidy thing. So Paul
Doesn't it have to
Heyman
be an
hated
Orange
his song.
Cassidy thing?
What?
Does it
I
have
don't know.
to be?
We'll think of something.
Because I got something, but I'm going to say it after the show.
Okay, that's fine. Alexander, he's like, man, screw Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. I agree because I really wanted Punk to win the match. I really wanted Punk
Alexander's
to
a
win.
huge Roman Reigns guy.
So, yeah, you turned on CM Punk because, like Paul said, he made Heyman choose. Well, he eventually needed to choose anyway. I'm sorry. And once again, you want to stay with somebody who is mentally and emotionally abusing you? Just like how he was doing, like Roman was treating Paul Heyman the way he was treating the Usos before the Usos were like,
Thank
peace
you,
out.
Chad. Thank you, Chad. At least someone has my back here.
Oh Lord.
What?
Mitch McCain already beat Orange Cassidy for the title. What title?
Oh no, but I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Cassidy.
Thank you, Chad. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I just was like, I really was hoping Punk would win since Punk needed the win, and I think he absolutely should have won his first main event at WrestleMania. But hopefully next year it's a one-on-one match and not a triple threat match, because I was still kind of upset about that. His first main event should absolutely have been a one-on-one match, not a triple threat. That was BS, I thought. But they made it work with the storyline, so I guess I really, I really can't complain too much. And then there was people also online last night saying, "Oh, Brock Lesnar's going to come back and be a part of the group with Paul Heyman."
Right.
I was like, "Are you guys high?"
Yeah.
Because
So
I've said this many times. He still has those allegations hanging over his head. WWE and TKO are not going to touch him with a 10-foot pole. Plus, he was asked in a street, and Brock Lesnar was approached by somebody on the street who, like a street interview type thing. And Brock Lesnar, he said he's retired. Like he's done. So if he comes back at all, it will not be until after those allegations are disproven or he is proven innocent. Because, like I said, WWE is not going to touch him with a 10-foot pole.
and I'm okay.
So all these people clamoring for, oh, it's Brock Lesnar. You guys sound like absolute morons. You sound like absolute idiots.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I got to take my medicine, y'all. Antibiotics are very important.
This they are. Being sick sucks.
Oh, yeah.
I was there back in November. It's not fun.
Well, this, like, I called into work because I just was steadily getting worse since really Monday. Tuesday, I was definitely not feeling good last Tuesday. But then it was just every day I was getting worse and worse. And finally, like Friday, I could not breathe. I constantly was fighting panic attacks. Like I thought I was I felt like I was suffocating because I couldn't breathe at all through my nose. And I was like, this isn't good.
That's the worst.
So I went to urgent care and they said I had bronchitis and a sinus infection.
God damn.
The start of an ear infection. And the doctor said if I had waited another, with the way I'm wheezing when I exhale, because if I take a deep breath, I wheeze really bad still, and it makes me start coughing a lot. And she's like, with the way you're wheezing, if you would have waited another 2 or 3 days, you would have ended up with walking pneumonia. I had that a few years ago. I do not want that again. It is I was sick for 10 weeks. It is horrible.
For how long? 2 weeks, you said?
10 weeks.
Oh,
I was sick
10
for
weeks.
I was sick for 2.5 months. It was horrible.
I remember that.
God.
It was horrible. Oh my God, I was so sick. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. They did one antibiotic and that didn't work. Put me on a second antibiotic, that didn't work. And then they finally did a chest x-ray. And that's when they're like, yeah, no wonder the other stuff wasn't working. You have walking pneumonia. You need to be on a completely different antibiotic and 2 inhalers and a steroid. Like, it was horrible. So yeah, so I'm still a little congested, but it's more so the chest stuff that's kind of lingering. But after only 4 days of being on antibiotic, like, I feel
Jeffrey, thank
much
you.
better.
Thank you for asking Sarah this. Thank you.
Aw. Sorry, antibiotic is really big, so I have had to break them up
Yeah.
into smaller pieces because it's a literal horse pill. Mom is doing good. She's out of the hospital. They got the fluid off of her lungs and off of her abdomen, and her infection in her leg, the cellulitis, I think is what it's called. The infection she has in her leg is much better now. So she was released to come home. So now she has a visiting nurse coming to the house to like check on her every day to make sure that the infection is like clearing up the way it's supposed to be. And she also has physical therapy and occupational therapy coming to the house too to help her like build her strength up. So, oh, Coach Ed, that's so nice. Thank you. Yeah, asthma is scary. Like, I have a coworker who has asthma, and anytime he starts to get sick, all of us girls are on high alert to like
Keep an extra like eye on him.
You need to leave, or you need to leave and go to the doctor, or get the F out of here and go home. We can tell you don't feel good. So all of us girls are like constantly on his case.
Yeah.
To kind of stay on his behind. But
well, we got 15
thanks,
likes.
Coach Ed.
We got 15 likes.
Woohoo! Thank you everybody for the likes. We really appreciate it. We appreciate it, but we definitely appreciate it because Mitch has to do a punishment.
Because Mitch suffers for our enjoyment.
I gotta say, are we definitely doing that next week with them coming on the show?
No, we don't
Might
have
as
to do
well.
it next week. We don't
No,
have
we
to do
can
it
next week. Who cares? We can do it next week. We can do it next week.
We do, Jeffrey. We really do.
Yes,
We like
everybody likes to see.
Mitch suffer.
No, I was joking, Wesley. I was joking.
Wesley, he was totally joking. And we told him, Wesley, for the record, Denise and I both told him that was fantastic. We were like, we like that.
We do.
I said, that is great. Oh, Chad. So he said, my cousin graduates in June. Then him and I will be heading to Florida to go join the WWE training. Can't wait to whoop on Logan Paul. Please do it.
I'll help you. Take me with you. I'll beat his ass too.
Give him a couple extra smacks for us.
Please. God, be like, this
Blaze. Oh my God. Yes, Mitch has consequences for us hitting our goal of likes for the stream. So
All right, Blaze, come on. I wouldn't even fit.
Oh, please, no. That would actually be very disturbing.
Oh, heck yeah. That is hilarious.
I wouldn't even fit.
That picture, oh my gosh.
Okay,
that picture
Coke,
seriously cracks
Coke,
me
that's
up.
even worse than what I'm doing right now.
What would be
And
even better is you wearing an Orange Cassidy shirt.
Well, I'm not paying for one.
Because you're cheap.
No, I'm
You bastard.
I'm Jewish.
Ooh,
Stop.
there you go.
Jewish.
I like Coach Ed's suggestion. As a punishment, make him wear a Cowboys jersey. I like that.
Well, I'm not paying for that. I'm telling you right now, I'm definitely not paying for that.
God.
I like that. That's funny.
Nah, it's all good. That's all good there. Shit.
That's funny. So I'll send you one.
Yes. Please do, Coach Ed. Please do.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I would too, Jeffrey. I would too.
It's
That's
not
why,
gonna
you know,
happen.
I was thinking about that and I'm like, you know, if we have some big goal or something and we hit it, I would have it be that Mitch has to actually dress like Orange Cassidy with like the jean jacket and the aviators and actually dress up like Orange Cassidy. Like that would be my thing. Is I would want him to actually dress like Orange Cassidy. I can go to the Goodwill and find you a cheap jean jacket.
Well,
and
you're
send
not
it,
getting my
send
address,
it,
so
send it down to you.
you're not getting my address, so there's that.
Oh my God. Oh, Blaze. Oh, good Lord.
Disturbing. Come on, Blaze.
Oh, there you go. Chad said he'll send you a Steelers jersey. There you go.
All right, can we just acknowledge my Super Bowl champion, the Eagles? That would be
Nope.
great.
I'll send him a Packer jersey.
No, Coach said that was actually not me. That was someone else. That was not me. That was honestly not me. Oh my God.
Mitch, wear a sign that says I love Orange Cassidy on one side and I'm the Sixers' biggest fan on the other side. That's an interesting idea.
The
Yes, it is.
That Sixers
Yes,
thing
it
I'm
is.
fine with. Sixers thing I'm fine because that's actually my team. Like, that's fine.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's why I said, I'm like, don't forget the aviator shades. Most definitely can't forget the shades. But yeah, so yeah, Raw last night was just, and they had a really good like pace going too.
Yeah, they did.
Even like their commercial breaks, because I have commercial breaks on Netflix. Even their commercial breaks, they didn't. It felt like because things were moving along at such a pace, it felt like there weren't that many commercial breaks. It didn't feel like they were as many as they usually are.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I was so happy with the show last night. I thought it was great. I thought the whole thing was great. And like I said, I liked Raw last night better than I like WrestleMania, believe it or not. So, might be a little controversial, but yeah, it didn't feel like 2.5 hours, like at all. It really didn't, and I couldn't believe it when it was ending. I saw the little like logo thing, or because I checked because I was watching it on my phone, so it gives you like the little time thingy at the bottom, and I clicked on the screen just to see how much time was left because I'm like, oh, it's got to be like halfway over by now, I bet. And I clicked on it, and it was like 10 seconds left in the show. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. It's like, holy crap. And then I looked at the time and I'm like, well, dang, that went by really, really fast.
Mhm.
It did, Christy. It really felt like Raw went really fast last night. And Jeffrey, I agree. That's how SmackDown should feel like. And I've said this before many times on our show is that SmackDown does not have the roster size to support a 3-hour show. They just don't. I think even if they were to call up a bunch of people from NXT and add them to SmackDown, I don't even think that would make a difference.
Yeah.
They've got to have better storylines on SmackDown, which I think is an area they're really lacking.
Mhm.
And plus it's on network television, so you're going to have all those commercials. It feels like you come back from a commercial break, you literally have, an entrance for a wrestler going down to the ring and then another commercial break.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
It's crazy. Yeah, I agree, Jeffrey. I can't wait to when it's back to 2 hours too. So did I, Lady Mike Rose, but that was just because I was very, very tired and still sick, still not really feeling super duper good. So I did end up falling asleep much earlier than I normally do, but it kept my attention. Like it kept things moving. It kept things moving at a good pace. Like I said, I really like, Jeffrey mentioned it earlier. I like the attention to detail they had with, you had New Day walking down the hallway and you saw Karrion Kross in the background and he smiled at them and they smiled back at him. And I was like, okay, that's a callback to when he was kind of encouraging the New Day. So it's good that they are following up on those, they're calling back to those things that we've seen previously. So yeah, I thought Raw was great. I just felt really bad for Pat McAfee.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's not everyone's cup of tea. I like Pat McAfee. Yeah, I know the way Cena's wearing his title, he's wearing it backwards and like walking backwards, and I'm like, what? It's like you look like it. It's like you look like an idiot. It's supposed to be like the middle finger to the fans, and I'm like, what? You're just making yourself look like an idiot. That's what you do. That's what you're doing. You look like an idiot right now.
Well,
so it just, I thought it looked.
First?
Huh?
You know who wore the title backwards first?
I don't
Dolph
know who.
Ziggler.
Oh, whoop-de-doo. Why did
I'm
he
just
do it
saying.
backwards?
I don't know. He always did it.
It's weird.
I love how you literally took your time out to actually go and look for that. What the heck?
Because when I was on Raw watch along and I went on Twitter, it popped up.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, Jeffrey says we get nothing
Well,
from Cena. That's why. We get
he was
nothing.
a show off. Well, basically, Cena broke up with me.
You poor
Oh, well.
soul.
Yeah, Cena broke up with me.
You poor thing, you.
I just thought it was super funny how when he came out, everybody was singing the part that I love, the John Cena sucks. I still like that, even though obviously Cena doesn't suck, but I just like hearing the crowd sing it. But it was funny. They were singing that, and then when he got into the ring, then they were cheering for him. I'm like, you guys need to make up your mind. Like, do you like the man or do you not like the man? Like, make up your minds. You guys sound crazy right now. So that was just very funny.
Oh my god. Denise, I just saw your tweet retweeting Wesley's.
Love you.
What did I do to deserve
I
this?
love that. I love it. I think that's
Dude.
great.
Cody's getting booed because he's no longer champion. That's how it works. They
No,
kiss
he was getting booed while he was champion.
Yeah, well, because they were kissing his ass before he was champion. And then they started booing him at the beginning. And then for some reason, they turned around and they were all about Cody Rhodes. And then Cody loses his title and it's Cody Rhodes who? Fans can't make up their goddamn minds.
I just think it's crazy though, like with Cody, like, and I know you like the match, Mitch, and all of that, and you're a huge John Cena fan, but I was absolutely not satisfied with that match. I thought John Cena's performance was subpar in that match. And I don't think it's just because he's a heel now that he was not doing as well as normal. It's just his wrestling.
Oh wow, thank you for that. Really?
Thank you.
Woohoo!
Just set up his demise, so thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, guys,
Aw.
next week the ladies from the off the top ropes.
rope.
Can I turn on my camera for this?
No.
Yeah, go ahead. Turn
Oh,
it
come
on.
Thank
on,
God.
Sarah.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank
if
you.
that's the case, then you had to put Orange Cassidy on your background.
It took for a second, then I'm turning my camera off.
Yeah, still.
It's
But
okay. You can
yes,
stay
off
on
the
it.
top ropes next week. The ladies will hop on, talk wrestling with them. I'm right here for like a couple more seconds, then watch Denise kick me out. But anyways,
Boop, like that.
oh my god.
I had to. Hey, I could have knocked you out completely.
I thought that's what you were going to do. Oh, yeah, Mania for both nights. Dang.
Can. See? Like I said, I can.
Ha.
Oh boy, here we go. Screen wars.
All right, enough of that.
And stop taking me off.
And Denise is back. See, it worked. It worked.
I'm still
But,
hurting. My little AJ heart still hurts.
Yeah,
And it
but
will
guys,
hurt
next
today.
week, Off the Top Ropes Network will hop on. The ladies will hop on. Maybe I'll be on as well so they can throw the shit out of me again. But
Oh hell
hey,
yeah.
Brooke, say, I don't even
We
get a
can
choice
we
anymore.
can add extra trollers to the group. I like it.
I do.
I
too.
just don't get a choice now. I
No,
really
you
don't.
Oh stop.
Hey, Denise, you want to defend your trivia title now or no? It's only
I mean,
the
it's
video.
fair if she wants to go.
Yeah,
It's
I
a-
don't care. We can totally do that. Brooklyn Joker, I think that's cool that you went to WrestleMania. God bless you, because I wanted to go and I'm like, I am not paying those crazy ass prices for tickets. So
Hold
God
on.
bless you for
Hold
going.
on. The people asked for it. There we go.
See, because that's better to look at.
Ouch!
Mitchell Cassidy. That's so fun. I still like the sound of Mitchell Foley
Ouch!
better.
You can't call me ugly. Ouch!
Oh, Mitch, stop. You're not
If it
ugly.
makes you feel
Jeez.
better, I can do this. So you don't have to look at me.
But you're not
Okay.
ugly. But you're not ugly.
Fine.
All
And
right.
now everybody can look at Randy. And me.
Can I
Randy,
please take this
AJ,
off?
and Cassidy.
Can I please take this off?
No. Right? Thank you.
Ooh.
Yes, Blaze.
Oh, Blaze, that's a great suggestion.
I like that one.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
Oh, off the top ropes. That's so nice. I love that. Oh my god.
Now-
See, and that's the funny thing is I don't ask Mitch and Denise. I'm the nice one. Like I don't ever like pick on Mitch.
Can I please
I
turn
think
my
it's-
camera on?
Yes,
It's all
turn your
me.
camera on. You can turn your camera on, Mitch. Yes.
Thank
Um,
you.
But no, I'm the nice one. Like I don't troll Mitch, and I'm definitely not like how Denise is to Mitch. Like they'll go back and forth, and I just
I'm not
sit and
gonna change
laugh
my name. It's
the
just the
whole
one
time.
for next
it's so
time.
Funny.
For next time, I'm gonna
It
change.
depends upon what idea you give to us.
Ooh, oh Jeffrey, you're so sweet. I am. I'm
Alright.
the nice one. I'm like, no, Mitch, you don't have to do that. That's kind of mean.
All right, let's just get right to this.
So do you happen to know what the category this week is for the Jeopardy guy?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not. So,
It'll be a
We're just
surprise
doing
for
one
everybody.
round, right?
huh?
We're just doing one round, right?
Yeah, it's
Thank
not like
God.
last week. It's not like last
Yeah,
week.
I'm like, that
Was
took forever. And plus
horrible.
I was sick, so I'm like, I do not feel like doing this for an hour, but
Yeah, this one is not.
okay, cool.
Yeah. Turn your camera off. Really, Blaze? Wow. All right, let's get this started. Denise, you want to keep
All
score
right.
again?
Yep.
And everybody in the chat, you guys can play along too.
Over the top ropes. Maybe the ladies can do this next week. Trivia next week.
Oh
That'll
yeah,
be
this
fun.
will be fun. Yeah, this
I'll
will
be
be
with
super
the-
fun.
I'll be with Queens of the Ring against what was it? Black Hearts Angels. There we go.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll do that next week. All right.
sweet.
Are you ready?
Yep. Hey, what's going on, everyone? For Wrestle Trivia, I'm your host,
Remind me, I got to tweet at him again.
Kevin J. Callis. Yeah! And you're watching episode 55 of Wrestling Jeopardy, the ultimate interactive game show where you're the contestant.
Because it's gonna be a dogfight, and I promise you, the best man.
Oh wait, guys. 7 more likes, and Denise has to do the LA Knight
Like I said,
Oh,
I can
yeah.
And as always, please give this video a massive thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if
I miss Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, where the heck was she in WrestleMania?
nowhere to be found.
Wyatt 6. She's going to be with the Wyatt 6.
you're not already. Now let's go to the board and check out the categories that you'll be quizzed on, starting with obscure nicknames, followed by something I've never had happen to me, what is a fashion faux pas.
You want to, if you can't come on this week, we can just reschedule it. If you guys can't come on this week, this Saturday.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look and see what my schedule is like.
Yeah, if you guys can't, it's no big. I actually got to talk to you, bro. I'll talk to you after this show, or I'll talk to you tomorrow. You suck at trivia? Well, Alexa Bliss is overrated? Damn. Ouch.
Well, I just
Yeah, I
for
got to
me,
talk to you. I'll talk to you
really,
after this.
really quick, please. Like on Alexa Bliss, like for me, I was like, okay, so you guys are gonna have her show up at the Royal Rumble, have her participate in Elimination Chamber, and then we don't see her at all since Elimination Chamber. It's like, what is going on?
It's like
So
she
that's
fell
my
off
only
the
thing.
earth.
Oh my God, he was on. Oh wow, I gotta watch that.
What?
Team Sarah, NXT. I saw a clip.
Oh, okay.
Pa.
Oh, Brooklyn
Our third
Joker.
category
that's so
isn't
nice.
initials.
Really nice.
Our fourth category.
What's up?
I said Brooklyn Joker. I'm like, that's really nice. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, everyone's against me. Oh, she got injured again?
What?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh no.
I know that.
Category is toughest SOBs. And our fifth
Oh.
category this episode, we took the week off for the big 50-question WrestleMania Spectacular. And if you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to put the link right in the description below.
Yeah, guys, that was just way too long. That one was way too long.
Yeah.
But our member category of the week is back, and the choices were Attitude Era finishing maneuvers, PG Era finishing maneuvers, and Ruthless Aggression finishing maneuvers. And the winner by a majority, almost 2/3 there, was
Let's go.
Attitude Era finishing maneuvers. And that sound means it's time for the 200-point jobber round. This is the absolute easiest round in Wrestling Jeopardy. If you don't answer all 5 of these questions correctly, I mean, come on. Can you really call yourself a wrestling fan?
And why would you want to do
You're
that,
not
Kevin?
getting injured in
All
your
right,
bed.
let's play the game. Here comes the first clue of the jobber round. Nicknamed the Masterpiece, this wrestler flaunted a physique that resembled
Chris
an
Masters.
ancient statue
I was just about to say
chiseled
Chris
from
Masters.
stone.
The headlock.
With his
Headlock.
bouncing boobies, who is Chris Masters? Here comes fashion faux pas for 200. This wrestling legend opted for an all-blue attire when he and his Evolution stablemates took on the Shield at WWE Payback 2014.
You want me to pause it?
Please.
Yeah, pause it.
There we go.
Wrestling legend opted for an all blue attire when he and his Evolution stablemates took on the Shield. Wrestling legend all blue attire.
It's either Randy Orton or Ric Flair, I think.
I think it's.
I think it was Randy.
I'm
Or-
gonna go.
Not
I think
Randy,
telling me
think
it's
it was-
Rick.
I think it's Ric Flair.
I'm gonna go. So, I'm gonna go Randy.
This fashion faux pas became the subject of numerous memes and online jokes. Who is Blue Tista? Batista.
Oh my god!
I forgot about that.
Blue Tista.
Especially with the things on his arms.
You want me to rewind that real quick? Yes?
That's awesome. Yes, that is so funny.
Okay.
We're on to initials for the first time. What does
Roman
OTC
Reigns.
stand for?
Oh,
Original
Original
Tribal
Tribal Chief.
Tribal
We are-
Chief. God,
Oh.
Jesus.
We all got it.
Now,
You
Roman
said
Reigns'
Reigns,
leave
you
of
said
absence
Reigns
following WrestleMania 40 left the door wide
But
open
yeah.
for Solo Sikoa to slide in there and start leading the new bloodline. However, Roman proved on the debut episode of Raw on Netflix in 2025 that he is now and forever
Yep.
shall be the original
Who's
tribal chief.
Who gets the point?
I think me and Sarah started at the same time. You said Roman Reigns, which was not the exact correct answer. You had the right person, but the wrong name.
Yeah. So it's your call. Do you both get the point then?
I mean, we started at the same time.
Yeah, give it to both of us. What the hell?
So you guys could beat me even more.
Yep.
Perfect.
On to toughest
So Denise
SOBs
can
for
answer her
200.
title.
The visual of this
What was that?
I said so Denise can hang on to her title.
superstar profusely bleeding while locked in Bret Hart's
Oh.
sharpshooter at
Stone Cold.
Austin.
Who's Stone Cold?
Oh, no, I beat you.
No,
WrestleMania
I said it first.
No, you did not.
13 has become one of
Yes, I
WWE's
did.
most iconic
Well,
images.
Denise said it first.
What the hell?
Denise finished saying
Stone Cold Steve Austin to prove he was one of WWE's toughest SOBs.
If he was the toughest SOB, he
Problem is
wouldn't
I
have
can't
crashed his
read it.
ATV. He would have been he wouldn't have crossed his ATV to the barricade.
Well, he's
And let's finish up the job around by having you name the Attitude Era finishing maneuver shown here.
Rock bottom.
I'm still like processing stuff. When
This
you
might
guys
also
are,
be
like,
the only finishing move that's had a pay-per-view event
All right.
named after it. What is the rock bottom?
Ah, shit.
Holy caramba.
Got an ad.
Love the ads. Love 'em.
I'll tell you when it comes back.
dun,
A
dun,
long
dun,
ad.
dun,
I need to get YouTube Premium.
dun, 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 dun,
I need
dun,
YouTube Premium.
dun, dun. Yeah, are you gonna pay for it?
Yeah, you gonna
No.
pay for it?
No.
Okay, then.
Does anyone want to donate to the cause?
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
I know you're five there. I just sense it. You know, you're smarter than you look.
It's true.
And let's move
Damn true.
around. The difficulty is ramping up considerably. Here's the second clue from obscure nicknames. Nicknamed the Man of 1,000 Holds, this wrestler is a former WCW Cruiserweight and
shit.
United States champion.
Oh shit.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Can
No
you
here.
can
You want me to read it,
that
Sarah?
again? Yeah, can you
Yep.
read? I can't read that because the writing is so small.
I got it. Nicknamed, quote unquote, the Man of 1,000 Holds. This wrestler is a former WCW Cruiserweight and United States champion. I'm just going to throw this out. I
Wait a
don't think
second.
this is right. I'm going to go Chris Benoit.
Is it a? Does it say he's the first?
No,
Oh
No.
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 I think it's not Benoit. I think it's he came over with Benoit and Eddie Guerrero. What's Di Malenko? I
Let's see.
think.
And currently he works as an agent, producer, and coach for All Elite Wrestling, also referred to as the Iceman, who is Dean Malenko.
All right, Sarah, there you go.
Yes.
On to fashion faux pas for 400. Shawn
boy.
Michaels is one of the most talented in-ring performers of all time. However, his choice of brown tights at this 2002 pay-per-view event was atrocious.
Got me.
His choice of brown tights.
Was
2002
atrocious.
pay-per-view. Oh God, I don't know.
I
I wonder if
No
it's the one
clue.
where they. I wonder if it's the one where they like voted. Remember where they actually the pay-per-view they actually had the fans vote, and it was like the day of old school like flip phones.
yeah.
Oh, I can't think of what that pay-per-view is called though.
I have no
Assless Chaps.
idea.
Brooklyn Joker. Assless Chaps. 2002 pay-per-view. I honestly don't know.
All right,
guess
I
I'll
already saw the chat,
go.
so I can't answer it. I can't say
That's
it.
why I have the big screen up so I don't see the chat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be on a different tab for the whole
Leather.
time then.
I have no idea.
I don't know if it's like a special one. I don't think it would have been WrestleMania.
It's
Summer.
He also had that weird bob haircut, which
yeah.
that was not the vibe, especially in the setting of
Survivor
the first
Series.
ever Elimination Chamber match
Survivor
at the
Series,
2002
okay.
Survivor Series.
Dang.
Here comes your second
Oh,
clue from
barely
initials.
asked.
What does
Acolyte
APA
Protection
stand
Agency.
for?
Huh?
What was
Acolyte
it?
Protection Agency.
Who? Like who?
Bradshaw and Farouk. The Acolyte
Oh my
Protection
God.
Agency.
With that.
I remember. Oh wow. Good job. Good pull.
Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun,
Damn.
dun-dun.
If
I
you
still
had the
remember
money,
the
they had the time to protect you. Who were
Yep.
Farouk and Bradshaw, the Acolytes Protection Agency.
Interesting.
All right, let's see if you can
I'm
correctly
getting my
answer
ass
this
kicked
clue
already.
about pro wrestling's toughest SOBs. If you ask any wrestler who the toughest man in wrestling was, the answer is universally this Polynesian powerhouse.
Is it Umaga?
No, pause it. What?
It is paused. It is paused.
Shit,
Take your time.
shit. I'm trying to think of his name.
I can see it too. I'm like,
Is his name Joe Hendry?
No.
Don't get your ass beat.
Oh. It's Tamatonga's dad.
Oh.
I can't think of his name though. Hang on.
Guys, make
I'm
sure you
just-
guys hit that like, hit that subscribe if you guys like trivia. Really appreciate
his
you
name?
guys. We're almost at 20.
Polynesian power. Oh my god.
We're at
Yeah.
19 likes. Insane. Thank you guys.
Haiku.
Okay.
That's his name. Haiku.
I think Sarah got it.
Now, I'm currently reading Arn Anderson's autobiography, and in this book, he claims there are three types of men in this world. There are tough men, there are wrestling tough men, and then there's Haku.
Sarah got it.
Let's finish up the 400-point round now by having you name
All right, I
this
need this.
Attitude Era finishing maneuver.
The worm.
The worm.
It's the caterpillar. Well, I mean,
It's the
Oh,
worm.
caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
so is it
Like-
originally called the worm?
Scotty Too Hottie called it the worm.
Yeah.
Scotty 2 Hottie's signature move brought Attitude Era arenas to a fever pitch as the WWE Universe
Let's
spelled out
go.
WORM. What is the worm?
Ah, shit.
The worm, baby.
There we. What's the score? I know I got like 400. I think. Okay.
I have
Yeah.
400. Sarah has 2,000. You have 600.
All right. Let me.
Dang.
There we go. So what is it again? I'm sorry.
I have 400. Sarah has 2,000. You have 600.
At least I'm in second right now.
Oh, Lord, get over yourself.
Move brought Attitude Era arenas to a fever pitch as the WWE Universe spelled out.
Hey, don't hate the players, hate the game, G.
And we're back. More of your nicknames for 600. Nicknamed the personification of domination, this wrestler made his WWE debut in July 2008 as the advisor
Oh
to
my
the
god.
Brian Kendrick.
Oh God, I don't know.
Oh shit. This is gonna bother me.
When I hear Brian Kendrick, my mind immediately goes to TNA. So it's like I have to like not.
No, mine goes to Paul London.
Because I know Brian Kendrick from TNA, not
I met
WWE.
Paul London and Brian Kendrick.
So it's just I have no idea.
I'm just gonna hit play. Sarah, do you know?
No, she's
No, I have no clue.
Alright.
And the answer to this question is Ezekiel Jackson.
Look at that, Jeffrey.
Oh,
got
I
it right.
forgot about that. I forgot about that.
On to some more questionable fashion choices now for 600 points. To add to his menacing appearance while in TNA, this wrestler's misguided attempt at face paint was a bit too phallic looking.
Jeff Hardy?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
The only person I know of that wears face paint, has worn face paint in TNA. It's Jeff Hardy.
Let me think with this.
All right, I'm going to let
Yeah.
you think, but I'm sticking with Jeff Hardy.
Oh my god. Menacing appearance while in TNA. Menacing appearance while in TNA. He didn't have a menacing appearance. That's why I'm just trying to. Oh
Hey,
my
we hit 20 likes, guys. Thank you so
God.
much. We hit 20.
Alec.
5 more. 5 more.
Oh my god. Who, Denise? Who? This is bugging me. It's not this face paint. You never had face paint. I don't think you were ever in WWE.
Why do I'm still sticking with Jeff Hardy. I got a backup answer, but I'm going to stick with my gut.
Oh my god. This is bugging the shit out of me. I'm just trying to think of like team. I can't. Oh my god.
I'm just going to hit play. Sarah, do you know?
I don't have a clue who wore face paint other than Jeff Hardy.
If it's not just what it's gonna be.
Appearing with a tribal tattoo to harken back to his Samoan roots, the concept was definitely there, but the execution was lost.
I was like, I can see it too. God
Wait, what?
damn it. Yes, he had on his.
I do not recall
He's so
seeing Joe wearing face
bad.
paint. Holy crap.
God damn it.
Oh, I don't.
That was the thumbnail. Oh my God, that was the thumbnail.
I do not recall Samoa Joe wearing
Says
face
it looks
paint.
like Samoa
Yeah.
Joe had a
At all.
large drawn onto his head.
Really?
Onto initials for the third.
Look. I do not remember that.
Neither do I.
Time. What does BSK stand for?
Backstreet Kids?
Backstreet Crew.
Ah,
Damn, Sarah.
I said kids.
A collection of superstars brought together in the mid 1990s by their love of playing dominoes and their absolute hatred for the Click, who are the Bone Street
Bone
Crew.
Street Crew.
On to more tough SOBs as we pass the halfway point of the game. With his wild hair, bushy beard, and bulging eyes, this unpredictable brawler refused to stay in one territory, preferring instead to create carnage across the globe.
Wild hair.
Bruiser Brody.
I don't know.
Don't know either.
Bruiser. I'm going with Bruiser Brody.
And that would be the one and only Madman himself,
Yes!
who is Bruiser Brody. Let's finish up the 600-point round
I
now
said
by
it
having
before
you
you
name
tapped
this Attitude Era finishing maneuver.
The
That's
Frog.
I'm gonna say that's not the frog splash. I
No,
don't know
that's
what
not
that
the Frog
is.
Splash. Flying Brian. Flying Brian. 'Cause isn't that Brian Danielson?
I guess you could say that Val Venus proved his skills
that was Val
extended
Venus?
beyond his lusty exploits outside the squared circle. This move was called
money shot.
the money shot.
I couldn't tell
That-
that was Val Venus. That did
Oh
not
my
look like Val
God.
Venus to me at all.
If I ever become a wrestler, that's my finishing move. That's
Yeah,
my name for it.
shot.
Wrestler. Hell would have to freeze over 3 times.
Hey, I'm Jewish, so I'm taking the money when I can.
No.
Oh God.
For
Ah, you son of a bitch. You son of a
bitch.
Beep.
And just like that, 15
Whoa,
Now,
ladies.
go, plus the daily doubles still floating out there. And we also have Final Jeopardy. We begin the 800-point round with this clue. Nicknamed the Beautiful Nightmare, this wrestler was uncomfortably close to her big brother, Paul.
Paige.
No, I don't think that was Paige. I might be wrong, but I don't think it was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Big Brother Paul.
And by Paul, I'm talking about the failed pirate
Oh, Paul!
Why are you pausing it?
Churchill, who was inserted into a not so PG angle with his storyline sister Katie Lee Burchill.
I forgot
There comes
about
fashion
her.
faux pas for the fourth time,
too.
wearing a bizarre singlet that enhanced every part of his unshapely
Singlet, that's for
body.
you, Blaze.
Bastion Booger made a surprise cameo appearance during the 15th anniversary episode of Monday Night Raw in what year?
Pause.
Me.
So wearing a bizarre singlet that enhanced every part.
Hang on. Okay. So can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Wearing a bizarre singlet that enhanced every part of his unshapely body, Bastion Booger made a surprise cameo appearance during the 15th anniversary episode of Monday Night Raw in what year? How am I supposed to know what year?
That's why it's called Jeopardy.
20. I'm just going to guess. 2016? Oh, 15. Oh,
Dude, this is in the 90s.
You said it was the 15th anniversary of Raw?
yeah.
This is either in the. This has got to be somewhere in the 1900s, like the 1990s.
I'm going to go with my birthday then, 1994.
This is definitely somewhere in the 90s.
2007.
Really? I would think it's.
If I counted right.
I don't even know what year Raw started.
To help celebrate Raw 15, legends like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mick Foley, and Bastion Booger were brought together.
Go,
Sarah
girl!
got it.
I got it. Holy crap.
How many
I just
points?
had to count
Under
with my
one-
fingers.
Would you? Oh my God, Mitch, you're killing me.
Roof in 2007. All right, let's try to decipher some more initials for 800. What does JOB stand for?
J-O-B.
Composed of Al Snow, Bob Holly, Scorpio,
Oh,
and
Job
later the
Squad,
Blue Meanie and
yeah.
Dwayne Gill, this group of lovable losers was called the Job Squad, with the JOB standing for just over broke.
Oh,
On to
okay.
toughest
I remember
SOBs for
Weird-
800.
Weird
Stan
Al.
Hansen was no ordinary cowboy. The bad man from this Texas town was a wild, bucking bronco, renowned for his savage and merciless brawling style. Stan the Lariat Hansen had a fat wife and 9 kids, and they all lived together in the all-American city of Borger, Texas.
I would not have known that.
Oh,
Let's finish
I
up the
didn't know
800-point round now by having you name this Attitude Era finishing maneuver.
oh God. I have no idea.
Gangrel was fanging, banging, and spiking Attitude Era opponents with his Impaler DDT.
Fanging and banging.
Oh, Lord. Guys, we really appreciate you sticking through the whole time. Like, seriously.
You want to go to war? Yeah. You're going to get one.
Yeah.
Wrestling Jeopardy! If you think you're a die-hard wrestling aficionado, these 5 questions are guaranteed to put your knowledge to the test.
Hey, yo, don't be a mark.
We begin with the final clue from Obscure Nicknames. Nicknamed the Persian Lion, this wrestler unsuccessfully challenged Tony Nese for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship at Money in the Bank 2019.
Oh, pause it.
You got it.
Ah. All right, can you read it again, please?
Yes. Give me 1 second. Nicknamed the Persian Lion, this wrestler unsuccessfully challenged Tony Nese for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship at Money in the Bank 2019.
He was with the one guy. Oh. He was the sidekick to the one guy that he did that angle, and it was in poor taste. It happened when like there was a bomb or something happened in England, and they had to scrap they had to edit that part of Raw out because he was talking about bombing, and I can't think of the Davari.
Oh my God. I think you're right.
That's why Jeffrey. I thought it was
Now in
Davari.
AEW and a member alongside Tony Nese in the Premier Athletes. Who is Arya Davari?
All right,
She
Sarah
got
got
it.
it.
Here comes your final clue from Fashion Faux Pas. Lowered to the ring, wrapped in nothing but yellow construction tape, this wrestler made a rather awkward debut in TNA in 2010.
Oh God, I don't know. Nothing but yellow construction tape.
When I think of construction tape, I think of Naomi now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking too.
Nothing. Oh my God, this is gonna go like rat. Nothing but you.
Denise knows TNA better than the
I'm
rest of us.
trying to like. Oh my God, made rather awkward debut in TNA in 2010. TNA 2010. TNA 2010. TNA 2010. Oh my God.
I don't yellow
Lower
construction
to the
tape.
ring wrapped in nothing but yellow construction tape. Oh my God. I'm just trying to think.
I don't know.
2010. I have no idea. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Like, I have no freaking clue. Just play it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have a single clue.
A former United States champion, as well as chief of staff for JBL's cabinet, who is Orlando Jordan.
Oh, yeah, no, I would not.
And here comes your final clue from Initials.
Oh boy,
God,
here we go.
I need
Pause
this.
it.
I
Pause
mean,
it.
initially,
How much are we wagering?
Well, I'm going all in because you don't lose. You don't lose points, so.
It ain't gonna put you anywhere close. Sarah's got 4,200.
I'm still going all in.
I might as well go all in too.
Well, yeah, we all may as well go all in if we don't lose any points.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there was no way you thought that the Daily Double would pop up in the 1,000-point round. Am I right?
Yeah.
But you see, that's why I'm the chief content officer of Wrestle Trivia. The category for this Daily Double is Initials. Place your wager now. All right, time is up. Here is this episode's Daily Double clue. What does Up Yours stand for?
It makes me think of the guy. Pause it.
I did.
You know what up yours? It makes me think of the guy at the end of the movie Independence Day, where the guy is
Yes.
like flying his plane up into the aliens. He goes, "Up yours." That's
Oh my God.
I have no clue what this one is. I do not recall
Wait.
this
Wait.
at all, guys.
Up, down. I was going to say up, down, but no.
The fuck?
No.
That's not even.
I know.
Wow, Mitch. Just play it.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Now, usually, if you hate your job, you sit around the water cooler and you commiserate with other disgruntled employees. But have you ever had the courage to stand up to the man?
What?
To voice your frustrations?
What?
Well, back in May of 1999, former corporation members Mankind, Big Show, Ken Shamrock, and Test banded together to form the Union of People You Ought to Respect, son. Let's move on. Here comes Toughest SOBs for the final time. Earning a worldwide reputation as a bona fide tough guy, the man they called Vader was the first non-American to win this title.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't know.
R.I.P.
Vader.
Vader. R.I.P. Vader, though.
yeah, no kidding. Did you guys watch his episode of
Boy Meets World.
No, the Dark Side of the Ring. It's quite. It's
Oh, I
really
didn't see that.
interesting.
No,
You
I
should
didn't see
watch
that.
it. It's really
I will.
interesting.
I'll look it up.
I'll say a New Japan title. I guess that's like the closest thing I could. First non-American to win this title.
All right.
Say a New Japan IWGP.
And that would be the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. One clue remains before we head to Final Jeopardy, so let's see if you can finish strong and name this Attitude Era finishing maneuver.
Oh my god.
I'm rewinding that.
Finishing
because that
maneuver.
was too quick.
It's like a reverse DDT.
Yeah.
Is it a Diamond Dallas Page DDT?
No.
You know,
I
having
know
to
it's not.
please Terry
Oh.
and Jacqueline, I guess you could say he got put through his own version of his finisher called the Meat Grinder. All right,
I
don't go
don't
anywhere.
recall
It's
that at
Final
all.
Jeopardy time. Here's this episode's
That name
Final
just-
Jeopardy category.
Oh,
Raw after WrestleMania.
hey!
Which
Going
this
all
was
in again.
last night was the best one we've had in many years.
I agree.
There's this episode's Final Jeopardy clue. Who did Apollo Crews defeat in his debut match on the Raw after WrestleMania 32 in 2016? Was it A, Dolph Ziggler, B, Heath Slater, C,
Oh,
Jack
God.
Swagger, or D, Tyler Breeze? Good luck.
I'm going Heath
What?
Slater because he has kids.
It was Dolph Ziggler.
I was just gonna say I think it's Dolph Ziggler too.
It is Dolph, but I
Oh.
just wanted to say Heath Slater because he has kids. It is Dolph. If it's Heath, I'll get it right. Alright, I'm gonna.
16, Apollo took care of Prince Pretty,
Really, you're all
who is
wrong.
Tyler
Dang,
Breeze.
you're all wrong.
All wrong.
Congratulations, you did it. You made it through another.
Alright, there we go.
I just whooped your ass.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, you did.
I still can't
Ah.
believe I got that
I
IWGP
know.
thing right. I was like, IWGP? It's like that's the only thing that's coming to mind with New Japan. I had
We
no
got
idea I'd get
21
that right.
likes. Appreciate you. Denise, you're so
Yeah.
lucky.
Sucker.
Guys, we just need 4 more. I'm kidding.
It's only because Mitch wants to get revenge on Denise because he's been having to do all this Orange Cassidy crap lately. And he wants Denise to have to do like LA Knight.
I can make it work to my advantage, so it's not really
How?
a punishment for me.
Oh,
How?
okay.
Oh, I think I know how. I know exactly how. Sarah's good on gut instincts. That's exactly what happened with me when I won the
Dude,
first time.
your answer for everything was freaking John Cena. So
I got him right
full-
though.
you're full of poop.
Damn, I'm not used to
You
Sarah
should've-
telling me that.
You're full of poop. He should have had different questions. Not as many answers should have been John Cena.
Right?
Sorry.
What's
Better
the final score,
questions.
Denise?
Final score was.
I know I already got like what 800.
600. Neither one of us went beyond anything to pass the second round. I had 400. Sarah had 52. You had 6. he literally decimated us.
Combined too.
He decimated us.
When
That
you
never
add both of ours
happens to me.
together, it's still.
Well, I will
And that never
proudly and
happens to me.
happily
I
hand
think-
over the title to her.
I think maybe I need to go out and buy a lottery ticket at that rate. Oh my
Right
god, maybe
now.
I'll win the Powerball tomorrow, y'all. And then I really could start doing this full time instead of just once a week.
Alright.
Oh, but otherwise, this girl still got to work for a living. So
Hold on, I gotta turn off my camera. We're about to leave.
Okay, yes. So that is all we have this week for episode 31 of Queens of the Ring. We want to thank you guys all for being here with us. We had a lot of fun, like always. Always enjoy talking with everybody in the chat. Jeffrey, Blaze, everybody that's in the chat. If I didn't mention you specifically by name, I'm going to right now. David. Let's see. I said Jeffrey already. Come on. Why won't this go up?
Let me see who we got.
My thing won't go up. There we go.
And off the
Let's
top
see.
ropes.
Yeah, off the top ropes. Jeffrey,
Chad.
Sharcy, David.
Chad.
Can I turn my camera
Blaze.
back on?
No.
I don't care.
No.
Chad.
I
Yeah,
don't know who to
so
listen
We
to.
had Wesley.
yeah, we got Wesley, Brooklyn Joker. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. We really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes. If you haven't yet liked the stream, please do so. It helps us out a lot, but more importantly, it helps us to be able to torture Mitch. So use that as your motivation for the week. Once again, Queens of the Ring is exclusive to the Hardcore Sports Network as well as Stream Punk Entertainment. If you have not yet, please go and like both of the networks on all social media platforms and follow us on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, everything. Again, we really appreciate you guys all being here with us, and we'll see everybody back here next week.
And I would definitely want to bring up Chad's comment, but I'm not allowed.
What? Oh, yeah, no, let's not do that. If it contains spoilers, let's not.
No. It just says Mitch Hendry.
Mitch Hendry? No, I think Mitchell Foley sounds much better than Mitch
Mitchell
Hendry.
Cassidy. But
Mitchell
thank you,
Cassidy.
Jeffrey.
Alright.
My little AJ heart will heal over time.
Alright, guys, we'll have guests on next week, and there'll be more people to troll me next week, so
Woohoo!
get ready for that. Alright, we'll catch you
All
guys
right.
later. Alright, bye. God, I can't wait to take this off.
Sucker!